Right, here I've got an S20 printer, and we're going to put a CIS on it. In the kitchen this morning, so you may hear some background noise, and anything around the sides, they're just experimentation. Don't take any notice of anything I've got around the back or around the sides, because I've been experimenting quite a bit with different printers today. All we've got to concentrate on is this S20 and the CIS, which must be, without fail, the same level as the printer. It cannot be higher. Lots of people put it higher, it's no good. It must be, without fail, the same height. Just to let you know, I've put a couple of things in place. This arm is in place, going straight up, just about in line with that monkey's nose there. And this one here, this clip here, that's just to hold the piping. I put them in place to save time on the video. So we've got the CIS cartridges ready. All we've got to do is put them into the printer and get it printing. So we've got the printer switched off at the moment. What we've got to do up here is switch it on, and it'll go through its normal procedure to show you that there's no cartridges installed, because we haven't got any in. This will happen whether you've got cartridges, CIS, doesn't matter what you put in there, it will always do this. So we'll let it go through its procedure, recognise there's no cartridges, and then we'll get the CIS in. Right, the orange light has come on up here which says no cartridges, so what we press it and it will start moving the carriage into the middle there. Press it again, again, again and again, and it will come there to put these cartridges into there. Now if you notice here, I've took the lid off. That lid must be removed, but we can't get the instructions onto video due to my hands being in the way, so somebody else is taking pictures while I'm doing it. And should you buy the kit, the lid removal will come in either paper form or email, just depends which one you want, so we can show you how to remove this lid. It's impossible to do it on video because my hands cover everything up. So we've got it into place, it's recognised there's no cartridges, doesn't matter that it's switched on, just push it to the right like that, we know it's out of the way. By the way, any you may see on my fingers is not from this CIS. It's from doing cartridges. I also do remanufactured cartridges. I've always got ink on me, and don't be concerned. If you see ink on me, doesn't mean that you're going to get it as well. So let's get the CIS into the printer. Now what we have to do is go under that bar. That's why we push that carriage to the right, so we can get under that bar like that. Pull the carriage back by hand, and it's easy, just click them into place. Now these are half-size cartridges, so they need to go further down. People have them up here and they're not recognising, and they're ringing me up saying these aren't recognising. It's because they haven't pushed them down far enough. All the way down, and then each individual one, press them down hard. You will not break the printer, to make sure they're in as far as they will go. And if you look at that there, they are low simply because it's half-size cartridges. Half-size, full-size doesn't make any difference whatsoever. It's the chips that matter, and they are the correct size. So you've got the half-size cartridges with your reset chip here sticking up. I'll tell you what to do with that shortly. So we've got them in. We've got to get the piping into place, so we'll push that again to the right hand side because we know that's how far it goes, and we'll get the piping to come straight across to the left, under this, under it, straight row, no twists, curl it back on itself and into the arm, so that the arm is holding it like that. Then straight across here and just clip it into there with no twists. If you look at that piping there, it's coming straight across, turning up and coming back on itself there. That is actually ready to recognise, but I'm just going to give one or two more things for you to do. Now this is still free, so I can move it by hand, and as you see there, it's going along pretty fine without trapping, this bit here. But I have noticed one or two traps. A couple of times I've had to do it, so what I'm going to do is show you how to get around that without actually having to cut the printer. In here, just there, where we've took the lid off, there is a small gap. and that piping fits perfectly into it like that. So it's actually just down that little bit of angle. Now we want the piping to stay in there, and you won't get any traps whatsoever. And the way to do that is the most simple bit of equipment. Everybody's got it around their house. I've got the bit of equipment, and it is so simple. It is just a bit of sellotape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go an angle and stick it to the side there. Stick the sellotape to the side, just run it over and stick that piping down like that. That keeps it in there. You don't have to do this, you can leave it up here if you want, but you may get a trap. But by doing this with a bit of sellotape, that's it. It won't trap, it'll just keep going and going and going.